When it comes to speaking foreign languages, not everyone has the same skills or opportunities, so a little patience will go a long way in maintaining a cordial interaction. I shall explain. So I'm in a very fancy establishment. I have no business being in this store because I don't have that kind of money, but I wanted to macro what the rich people then were buying. So there I am wandering up and down in my non-designer clothes and my buy one get one free flip-flops when I'm approached by a tall, angular cafe latte woman in her early 60s wearing a very chic grey pantsuit. She immediately starts speaking to me in French. I don't speak French. However, caught off guard as I was, I dug up in my dusty memory, harkening back to classroom beginners French from 40 years ago, and I said, "Je suis désolé, je ne comprends pas ce que tu dis," which I thought meant, "I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying." Well, and so, from her reaction, it is clear that I have just cursed her mother, sister, brother, father, Tanti Nenen, and her entire lineage going back to the 16th century. From one sentence. It is also evidently clear from her tirade that I am now persona non grata, an enemy of the state to France and any other country on the planet that may speak French, because she started off with, "That is not how you say it. You are mangling the language," and then proceeded to lambaste my ass about how I was destroying the molecular structure of her language and causing her great emotional turmoil. First to begin, geographically, Trinidad is off the coast of Venezuela. Why would she assume I spoke French? Wouldn't it make sense to have approached me in Spanish? I don't speak Spanish either. With my hard head, I'm a monolinguist, but she doesn't know that. So logistically and logically, it would have made sense to approach me in a language from the immediate region. And secondly, I was always told that when I was younger, that it is polite to greet foreigners in their own language. Now, we're not talking a full conversation, just hello, hi kind of thing. Now, a lot of people do not agree with this. They say, you come into my country, speak my language, and that's fine. And I myself, since I am only fluent in English, bad English, and profanity, I have never actioned what I was taught. It's just that this skinny sister to a swizzle stick caught me off guard, so I decided to try a thing. Anyway, when the dry, dusty curmudgeon finished listing the ways in which I have wronged her, I said, "Madam, no, it is not madam, it is mademoiselle." "What? At your age?" "Lady, if you spoke English, why did you approach me in French? Because I meant no disrespect. I didn't know that you spoke English, but you have ruined it. You are pain in my ear." "Oh, so, all right." So as to not cause her any more pain, I said, "Sister, and here what's going on? Let me tell you something. Me know to tell you no, because I not working here so you had it was to find a worker who working here for them to come and organize your business and sort out your assness. Because best believe I once sold and lost interest in anything that I was to say." "What are you talking? Not French. Learn that." Whereupon I spun on my heel and stalked away, because nowhere in my personal manifesto did I say I was incapable of being a bitch. Now, I know that different cultures are offended by different things, that's a fact, but I think we can be a little bit more lenient when it comes to language, especially if you're in somebody else's yard. You're not at you. Humble yourself. If I'm in your country and I mince up and dice up your language, fine, I will take my licks, because I know that hearing somebody speak your language as if they have a mouthful of marbles could be upsetting. Well, I know that theoretically, because I do not take it personally if a foreigner mispronunciates an English phrase. And also, mocking or berating somebody who is trying to learn or speak your language can either alienate them or discourage them from improving their skill. Why do it? How is your being a sour malcontent going to help this person improve their linguistic skills in that moment? It can't. And finally, it's about manners. I was so damn stinking vexed, I nearly told this woman, with all due respect, go intercourse yourself. Because as far as I am concerned, she was rude for no reason. Because I am 100% sure that had she shown a modicum of politeness and courtesy, no money would have been deducted from her savings account. So there was absolutely no reason for her impertinence. What I'm trying to say, beautiful people, is if you know that you are sensitive about how your language is spoken, and if you are abroad, keyword abroad, and if you can speak the language of the country that you're in, greet people in that language. Problem solved. Because the average person will not be offended if you make a mistake. They will probably just laughingly correct you and move on. They get to teach, you get to learn, everybody happy like papi. Language is already a barrier. Let's not make it worse. Please and thank.